tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great. We are loading in right now to Calm versus Bunn Bunn Bonanza. I don't know why I short-coded that one. Cosmic Calamities. It's a big day. They're almost guaranteed second seed. Just got to win this game if they want to confirm it and not get locked into tiebreaker hell. Bunn Bunn is here, showing up and hoping to break the 0-9 streak. And I'm looking at the comp right now, and I'm seeing Lilybun on Dubu, Scythe the 12 on Brawler. It looks like they've brought it back to the OG roster. Yeah, and they're here to win. This is their chance.
That's right. This is their chance, but not if this Cosmic Calamity team has anything to say about it. 3Z on the Juliet with these starting awakenings. All 6 players opting for Big Fish for such a strong awakening. We see size and speed being so vital in all of these games, and especially one on a map like Oni Village, where the core just moves really quick through the side lanes, and also a very quick goal from the side of Calm.
Yeah, definitely. Gotta watch out for that core speed, especially as we slip into overtime. This map, known for taking a little bit. The defensive prowess of these players, and of these characters, Mako and Dubu, can mean that these barriers should be staying up for a while. Sorry, Scythe the 12 is on the scene, and he's not having any of that. They take down both barriers. And now it looks like Bunn Bunn is just trying to charge up their offense, and a great piercing shot followed by Scythe the 12 winning the strike war on top of Natty is going to be securing a point. And something I want to talk about with Bunn Bunn is that this team is 0-8. We don't have to pretend like that's not true. But they always give the enemy team a great game. They're always performing really well, and it's really impressive. It feels weird saying yeah, this team that has not won is really good, but they're in the North American Strikers League. They're obviously really good, and it's always a pleasure watching them because look at that. Well, look at that.
Don't look for too long.
Oh, you only do so much.
Oh, look away. Moly. Avert your eyes. The donut's not quite working out in Lilybunn's favor for this time. Such a unique and interesting ability that doesn't always go in your favor. Sometimes it's just not working. But yeah, a great point. As you mentioned, this team, more often than not, we see them making ridiculous saves. We see Scyther just absolutely cooking in the forward position. Liari does so well in the midfield that it's almost surprising that this team doesn't necessarily have a win. And it just goes to show the caliber of all the teams in NASL. Scrim against one of these people and you'll probably get slammed. So you can't count anyone out. But look at all this pressure. The firewall barrier taking that second barrier there. Lilybun opts to play patient, and 3Z able to get the KO off the ult. First set will be going in favor of the Cosmic Calamities, and we'll have to see if 3Z Breezy is able to get some good awakenings here.
Yeah, getting that first pick offered a whole lot. Might have Colossus on this all Big Fish start. Might be a pretty big pickup. We've got more size. Also, other things like heavy impact. Just going to go with the more size. A good choice. Might have Colossus going to Scythe the 12. Clocking in on that power. Extra special for the IME turret. And that's going to be scary. And that's something I feel like has been kind of glossed over for a bit. But turret every kickoff, especially on a map like this where you can send it right down the speed lane, just kind of force a barrier take, can be pretty important. We see a little bit of a dash awakening on Natty aerials and be speeding up the whole team. And Lilybun with the spark, that's a lot of stagger on Big Dubu. Big weakness of Dubu is that he's not very mobile. Slowest character in the game. Bro's just not moving. And so having all that stagger when you're taking a ton of damage on defense could be really nice. And other sparks later, gonna have to watch out for that. But until then, little party from Lilybun, barriers down. Calm has the opportunity to put it in. Almost does, but Lilybun is going to be saving that.
That's right, and that stagger is going to be big as 3Z and Cardbox just passing it back and forth, trying to find that opportunity, but Lilybun's sitting there in the perfect position to make things happen. Scyther now using all the cooldowns. The combo with Liari almost working out, but not quite finding its mark now. Natty has that secondary out, just spinning around to win. Knows that there's no real threat of that barrier going away, and the sentry almost pairing together perfectly, but 3Z with yet another KO on that ult, able to secure the goal again for Calm.
Yeah, second time he's pulled that one off, and you know, I feel like it's mentioned every time Calm is playing, but 3Z is having the season of his life right now, playing so well, and it's things like that. He shows up, he checkmates the enemy defense, gets barriers with a beautiful dash punch. Like, I don't know, it's hard to see what this guy can't do, you know?
That's right. And I mean, honestly, just textbook Juliet play. If you look at the Omega Strikers wiki definition on how to play Julie, you're watching it right now. 3Z with the flip, not quite finding that dash though, because now he has to get back with that strike shot. Cardbox doing a good job of keeping that core up and allowing 3Z to have all these scoring opportunities. As Natty now has that secondary out. Scyther trying to turn and burn. Here comes the flip. The dash not available. The ult coming out. Burns all the evades for the side of Bunn Bunn Bonanza as they manage to get out of that one. And now 3Z's potentially in a scary position. An insane strike shot from Lily Bunn will keep this goal alive as 3Z has to run back to heal. And what a defense from Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
Yeah, absolutely held onto there. Scyther 12 looking a little low though, staggered and having to survive through it all. Whereas 3Z was able to pick him, or gets KO'd down and out, but Bunn Bunn not out quite yet as they are holding against Cardbox and 3Z here. Gonna take a big play, and this might be it. 3Z with the ult once again. Gonna be scoring just like that, and these ults from him have been magnificent this game.
Yeah, Cardbox probably thinking, picking up that extra special, maybe I should have given it to 3Z Breezy. The way he is making these work. I believe that's 3 out of the 5 total goals scored with 3Z's ult there. As Lily Bunn now taking some damage with that dash punch. Able to secure one barrier. Scyther gets it. Now all 3 players of Calm kind of push back a little bit. Forced to defend. Scyther is such a threat despite having it absolutely 0 stagger. Just trying to heal back up a little bit and barely surviving off the edge. 3Z and Scyther both on such low HP. And finally, that KO will be confirmed. As the flip to Cardbox not quite finding its mark. Lily has to defend it with a beautiful clear up to Liari. 3 seconds on the clock until Scyther comes back, and Lily just has to try to hold. As now we'll have some offensive pressure once again.
Oh! But the offensive pressure coming out from Calm as Lily Bunn is just shot dead in the streets right then and there. Scyther with the core though, pins down Natty on the barrier, gets it. Now has the ball, but 3Z taking it away. Ooh. Good blink from Liari to save it, and Lily Bunn is back, but Calm still has the ball. This is their opportunity.
That's right. Oh, and unfortunately, the core just kind of flies by. Not sure if Liari's having maybe some connection problems there in that bottom side, but yet again, another set going to Cosmic Calamities. This time a 3-0. Bunn Bunn Bonanza fights to stay alive in this series. And some interesting awakenings here. I feel like Stacks has to be probably pretty helpful one here.
Yeah, Stacks, the Oni Village awakening. But Glass Cannon going to be picked up by Cardbox instead. Interesting pick, but you're going to be going for it nonetheless. Spark of Strength, that's going to be a second spark for Lily Bunn. That's a lot of stagger and some power. We've been seeing 3Z Breezy kind of get knocked around, and with a little bit more power from the Dubu, it might be able to take him out. Hotshot being picked up by Liari, also going to be really nice. 3Z getting that stacks. Going to have to fight to stay alive, as I was just talking about, to keep those stacks up, but still going to be pretty big. And I believe a specialized training deny from Scyther 12. Natty picking it up. Cage is going to be hitting it different, as they say. Just an absolute nuclear bomb. Scyther 12 locked up right now, not being able to get it. Had to take Stagger Swagger instead, but that's just going to be beautiful for him, especially after getting staggered so much. And look, there it is. 3Z is low. Doesn't matter. He doesn't care. Going to put that in real quick.
That's right. And, you know, 3Z is going to be the target. Bunn Bunn Bonanza obviously going to be coming. Hey, kill this guy. He's moving very quickly, and he has a lot of pressure in size. And it's sort of difficult to do, I feel like, on a map like Oni Village. You really have to catch them off guard. And with a striker like Juliet, able to turn the tide so quick. One dash punch to even maybe a core flip, and you are off the pitch. You really have to be careful if you're playing against this. And 3Z right now, level 7. Absolutely towering alongside Cardbox in levels against this other team. The core flip comes out. Unfortunately, Lily Bunn's not quite making it in time as 3Z now looking for the punch into the Firewall Sentry. Scored by the strike shot from Natty. And another goal goes in favor of Calm.
Yeah, the downtown strike shot, Natty pushing up all the way to the midfield line. Could not go further without losing that strike shot. Going to be sending that out, getting a goal. And now on defense, going to be flipping for that one barrier. Pretty big, but Calm, 1 point away from winning this game. Looking phenomenal right now. One barrier, 1 point away. They are very close to just sealing it up right here and now. Quickest Oni game you've ever seen, but with how these players have been playing, it just makes sense. They just have to seal it out now, but Bunn Bunn on the offense, things are looking a little rough.
That's right. You just have to try to get that core to Scyther and pray that he's able to make it work. And there's a KO, this time on Cardbox. Threezy still has those 150 stacks. We'll just be dribbling in this corner to stall some time, build up some energy for this next attack here. Slowly Bunn trying to pass it up. Cardbox back online like nothing happened. Scyther has the flip though, able to get that second barrier. Opting to use the core flip and will secure it. Bunn Bunn puts themselves on the board, but not a whole lot of energy when you compare it to the side of Calm.
Yeah, but that's the Scyther 12 I know. It's just a beautiful, beautiful ball movement, as we say in the biz. Just dribbling it off the opening goal nets, saving the flip to confirm. And there we go. But like you said, yeah, here comes the energy burst from Threezy. Gonna be defended a little bit too far away from the barrier to be able to absolutely confirm it. Scyther 12, stagger swaggering right now. Gets that second barrier. He is skating on him. Here's the opportunity. Lilybun pushed up real far. Hoping to get a little bit of an offensive wall just like that.
Ooh. Yeah, nice save there from Natty with that secondary there. Primary rather. Cardbox now in an interesting position with that turret. Threezy's just looking to make it happen. We can tell the strat is just pass it to Threezy as we saw him sitting way past that midfield line. Now you have to get it past Lilybun. Scyther manages to strike it through though. Finds the angle right past Cardbox. Able to win that strike war, and somehow this set is tied up, but it is golden goal for Cosmic Calamities to make it to game number 2, which is, I believe, is on Clarion Corp. You can't get ahead of yourself just yet.
Right, gotta focus on this game right now, but I'm kind of smelling a little bit of an underbun buff here, as we just see Scyther 12 skating on him, almost gets the barrier there. Just going phenomenally. I am looking, gets the second barrier. I'm watching peak Bunn Bunn Bonanza right now. They're doing it up right now. A little scary on the defense, but here, Scyther 12 just needs one opportunity. Kind of similar to Calm, just battle the brawlers, get that guy the core, and he will put it in. Both brawlers have core flips, so this is scary. Oh, Threezy with the KO, but not with the goal. And Bunn Bunn is still not out yet.
That's right, and there's the flip from Scyther 12, looking for that bottom corner, not quite able to find it. The pass up to Threezy, not finding a spark, intercepted right beforehand, and a nice save from Liari. Natty's in a scary situation now, has to use that ult, but the core is moving so quickly through it. Heading into overtime now as Liari trying to find that stun, trying to secure this goal to at least get on the board. 4 sets. Scyther now in that top corner, keeping the core there. Natty is staying alive despite all of Scyther 12's cooldowns. As now we see this firewall sentry coming up back again. Scyther is so low, and unfortunately the stun from Threezy onto Liari will secure the goal. Lilybun not able to get back just yet. Cosmic Calamities brings the series 1-0 so far.
Yeah, just a beautiful punch coming out from Threezy, and again, as we would expect from Threezy this season, gonna be sealing that out in 3-0 fashion. Got a little tense there at the end, but you know, Calm still showing that they are one of the top teams in the NASL right now, and gonna be clocking that out real quick.
That's right. We see 150 redirects too on Cardbox, slightly more than Scyther with 144 there. But you know, Cardbox, we saw him just passing Threezy the rock. That's all you got to do. Throw it up there. We saw so many goals off those Threezy ults. So Clarion Corp going to be very important. That passing on that map, you're able to have so much more core control, I would say, than a map like Oni Village where it's just moving so quick. So we'll have to see if they opt again for the IME, which of course is incredibly strong on Clarion Corp, or if they decide to go something else for the midfielder.
Yeah, definitely. I do know that Cardbox is very familiar with the IME, very comfortable on it. And it looked good. Like you said, his job was to just get the ball to Threezy, and that's what he did. I think Clarion going to be a little bit more difficult. Got a lot of obstructions out there. Not as linear a game plan, but still pretty easy to just, funnel the ball somewhere to where Threezy can get it and just cook it up. Or maybe they shift up the game plan a little bit and say, put Threezy on a less linear brawler, a little bit of like X action, and then have him play disruption. Cardbox might go putting something in, because I know Cardbox not afraid of scoring. That guy gets in there, gets it done. But it's kind of just goes to show how flexible this team is. They really can just decide, this guy, we got this guy scoring. We've got scoring pressure coming out from midfield, from sometimes goalie. Like they've got a whole lot that they can do. So we'll have to wait and see. But like you said, midfield pick on this map going to be pretty significant. I'm curious to see what we'll be pulling out. I think for Bunn Bunn, probably just going to be the Estelle Liari signature pick, and unless he gets banned, not bad on this map. Lock it in. It always does at least pretty well. I think there are some midfielders that are better, but hey, comfort is comfort. I can't argue with that.
You cannot argue with that. Of course, the underbuns have the opportunity to reverse sweep. Can I say it, Cinema? That'd be sick. I'd love them to reverse sweep. It's tax season too. I mean, I see a lot of taxes in the chat right now. People are believing in the buns. So, drop those 10 bestie bucks in the chat as we get into this pick and ban. We do see the starting awakenings here. That looks like Castellast and I'm forgetting the name of that. Wow. The fast one.
Yeah, that's some peak performance right there.
It is indeed. That would be very annoying on a map like this, especially potentially creations. I mean, we saw Rune being played in that last series. Castellast being the starting awakening could either mean a Rune ban or just really annoying unstable anomalies placed all over the map. So would not be too surprised to see the Rune, but these teams obviously can just stick to what's comfortable for them and whatever they want on week 9,
Yeah, exactly. I'm still very curious to see the bans. I did not catch the bans last game. A bit of a my bad from there. But I know that most teams show up and ban Liari's Estelle. And I don't think Com was expecting them to go back to their, previous season's roster. So I wonder if they'll adjust the game plan to that, or if they'll say, like, we won last game, we'll just keep the original plan, keep it going. We'll have to see. Don't know quite yet.
Yeah, they'll hopefully be rolling in soon here, but Clarion, obviously one of the big important maps of this season. We see it played so often. I mean, last series we saw the Rune being really strong. We saw Kazan being as the goalie, right? I mean, we see so much Kazan gameplay. I have to see if someone's gonna bring that out. 3Z Breezy known for that brawler pick, but also really good on characters like Kazan. Just anyone that gets the core and controls it a lot. 3Z is someone you'll see playing that. So we might see either a ban, but nope, there the bans coming through. We see an Atlas ban and a Mako ban, which makes sense given those starting awakenings and just how strong they are on a map like Clarion.
Yeah, definitely. The top 2 goalies right now, as agreed on by a lot of people, just getting them out of the game. If you want a melee goalie, you're gonna have to pick up your Dubus, your Ashers, but not the Atlas, not the Mako. None of that coming out. And Com first picking the Imi, lock and loading it right away. But Bunn Bunn getting fresh with the Rune Rasmus, and this I don't know if Liari plays Rune, but I do know that Scythe the 12 has played Rune goalie the past couple of weeks. We might be seeing the role swap come back. If not, very interesting Rune pick. Would love to see how it pans out. Or maybe it's just, who knows? Really, who knows? I don't know. I'm talking for a long time about something I don't know. And we're just gonna have to wait and see. But coming out pick 5 and 6, Vinny Kazan. And that's very interesting. We've seen Natty play Finny before. they're pretty good at it, you know. So I'm very excited for that. And there's Kazan, like you mentioned, that one of those characters that just loves hitting the ball, you know, getting in the corner and doing some disgusting shenanigans. Now I'm excited for this match. I don't know what's gonna happen. Bunn Bunn could do anything.
I hate that I read the chat. Whoever typed that, I'm so mad. So don't look at it. Tech's eyes. I can't believe you. We do see Vice as that final pick for Bunn Bunn. This will be a very interesting game. Maybe not too much damage, or potentially a whole lot of damage if you can land those banishes. Or, you know, as you mentioned, we might see the Rune goalie coming out so strong on this map. And I feel like Cosmic Calamities kind of just went with a pretty bread and butter comp. Just back to basics, right? It's so easy to control the core with Kazan. Just sit up there and fish for those passes from card box. We're going to be seeing a lot of that this game as we hopefully get into it soon here. But I mean, these comps, they look pretty typical to me, right, Yoshi? There's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, some pretty standard, like you said, bread and butter. Just put the fries in the bag. Give me some Finny. Give me a little bit of Erasmus, some Imi. Like all pretty standard picks. Nothing too wacky. I think, again, the standout pick I'm looking at is this Rune. I think it's really strong on this map. A lot of narrow space to pillar off. A lot of opportunities to just get a ton of damage with Banish. Even on the more open variants, there are still just nice places to put the pillar to block. Very easy clears, like on the bounce house. You know, you put a pillar on the wall and suddenly your out clear is just done. And now you gotta funnel it out somewhere else. You know, you put it in the goal box in the corner. Like, you just completely block off incredibly important clears. You know, it is wide open, but the actual clear angles that you have to take are so much more limited than you would think, especially with, you know, a little bit of NASL players on the field. Makes it a lot harder to get like a cheeky little out clear when someone's covering it. Like, and then, you know, pillar in my soup. What do you do?
Yeah, all of a sudden there's just a giant thing in front of you that messes up your strike timing, messes up your vision, messes up your health if you get caught in it. It's just, ugh. I'm glad I don't have to play this match. I'll say that one, Yoshi.
Yeah, me too. I am not showing up to banish or to evade banishes. Holy moly. I'm at the desk. I'm slumped in my chair, feeling comfy, ready to watch some more Pico Mega Strikers as we are loading up right now. Grab your popcorn, fasten your seatbelts. It's about to get, I was going to say messy, but I don't know, I hope not. It might get messy. You know?
It might get messy. We're all here for that. You know, it's week 9. You guys can get messy. You can let your hair down. It's all good here. And the lobby owner has terminated the match.
Yeah, well, sometimes it happens, but we've got to make it happen soon. I don't know where I was going with that. Guys, send your bestie bucks straight to Bunn Bunn Bonanza. Taxes inbound. They need the power. It's time. It's now or never.
January. It's tax season.
It's January. Come on.
All right, we're gonna be getting into it for real this time. So
Woo!
This will be technically game number 3, right? Definitely not game 2 since we just started that one.
But and yeah, good work, Bunn Bunn Bonanza, taking us to game 3.
That was a quick win. Well, here we are, Clarion Test Chamber map number 2. We'll have to see, you know, what the awakenings these characters are going to be picking up. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see a few casts to last if you really want to deal some damage. But it also just helps a lot. Natty likely picking up. I don't even know. I don't know. These players are so big brain. I can't even predict the awakenings anymore. Am I washed, chat?
Chat, say it ain't so. But there it is, Scyther 12 on the rune. In the gold box, we are back. That's going to be Lilybun midfield on the Vice and Liari Brawler pulling out the Rasmus. Some peak performances coming out from everyone but Scyther 12, who has cast the last rune, which is very nice. Longer pillars, a longer banish. 3Z has been banished into a 12-second demise really quickly. Couldn't tell you what happened there, but see you later, champ.
Yeah, I looked away for 1 second. It almost feels like that was a strike shot or something that took him off the map. We'll have to watch that one back after. But Scyther now loses both of his barriers very quickly. Little back pass caught by the glitch pop. Great job from Cardbox there to read that one and secure that first goal for Cosmic Calamities. And Cardbox is just so powerful in this midfield position, opting for the Magnetized Souls. Of course, all players aside from the goalie locking those in so strong on a map like this. That extra speed that we talked about in the Awakenings earlier, very, very, very important just for core control.
Yeah, it's great. They, like, it used to be 25%. What is it now? 22. Not too much different, and it's pretty much unconditional speed. The amount of times that you're crossing the midfield line, unless you are, you know, a brawler and you're like, I'm gonna Ogie the goalie. Yeah, man. Then you don't get your Magnetized Souls. Sorry, but for everyone else, that's a lot of speed all the time. You know, good for core control, getting to the ball. Good for evading damage, which could come into play with this Vice on the field later, or the IME. You know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, and it's just. You're really fast all the time, and it's very nice. Here we see open net for Calm here. Gonna be Bunn Bunn's opportunity to get something down, especially since Scyther 12 has this flip, defending this barrier. Gonna be really nice. Walking up with these pillars, too. Beautiful play. But here, Natty and Cardbox are just holding it down. Gonna be hard to get through them.
Oh,
sorry. Sometimes you can get through the brawler, though. A great strike forward from Liari. Gonna be taking that point right away.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the best ability is just the left mouse button. That can get the most work done. We are there just absolutely owning that strike war. And we've seen the mix-up already, especially coming out of Lilybun, using that primary ability to sort of mix up the timing on the core, right? Reading Cardbox's Cyber Swipe, able to make things work. And this is the sort of mix-up that we need to see from Lilybun and the rest of Bunn Bunn Bonanza if they want to have a fighting chance in this. Looking for this first barrier. Scyther also doesn't have that much speed as they opted for the strike shot, so really need to be mindful of this positioning as the second barrier is taken right away. 3Z has this flip too in a scary spot, will be able to get that through all three players. That unstable anomaly from Scyther not coming up quick enough, as Cosmic Calamity's now 1 point away from ending this first set.
Yeah, something interesting I've noticed is that both these goalie picks are really strong when on offense. You know, here you see Natty just pushing up on the midfield line. You know, no problems there. And Rune can do the same thing. You know, of course, like you mentioned, doesn't have the same speed, doesn't have that mom boots that Natty does to go push up as quickly. But, you know, when Bunn Bunn's on offense, Scyther 12 can walk up, drop a pillar, you know, try and keep things forward, can warp back or drop a pillar behind him if it gets past him. Like, and same thing with Finny with that secondary. Just a lot of options to keep it up. And so we see, like, the core is just permanently on Bunn Bunn's side. And what is Natty doing? He's just running around, keeping it up, grabbing orbs when he can. Like, it's so hard to get through. But now, you know, on defense, going to be a lot harder. You know, no melee goalies here, and the defense isn't going to be quite as easy as, like, my primary will win me the interaction. And so, really interesting to see how both these goalies are playing, how they, you know, the options that they have. And it's going to make a big difference, I think, later on in this game.
100%. That's a great point. And that unstable anomaly there at a scary spot. 3Z gone fishing, looking for something with that hook. Not quite able to find its mark. Scyther now has no barriers left. However, Natty's still sitting on one and just running around, having the time of his life. But this 2v1 might be a little bit scary. Cardbox is there with a nice redirect, and now 3Z has the opportunity to score, but an insane strike shot from Scyther keeps them in this set as the second barrier falls for Cosmic Calamity. Lilybun has this flip, has the opportunity to teleport. You just have to get that to her. There's the flip, looking for that bottom corner, but just shoots it through both the defenders. Bunn Bunn Bonanza staying alive. Do not count them out just yet.
Yeah, tied up this set. Going straight to a 0.5 on the bounce house. And really, I think I would favor Calm's team comp here on this with the IME able to dash around. But I don't know. Again, this rune has a lot of power, a lot of agency with these pillars on this variant. And I think the Rasmus can get through Finny pretty easily once they get there. Problem is, again, all of this offensive pressure that Calm has is really, really tough to deal with, and they've just got to get through it first. But now, here we are. That's one barrier, not quite the second, but You know, every opportunity Bunn gets is going to be very, very big.
That's right, and a lot of damage coming out for the side of Cosmic Calamities. 3Z is just sitting there on very low HP, has the potential to get tossed into one of those beams by Liari or Lily. Will manage to pick up that orb and heal back a little bit, but unrelenting damage coming out. And now Natty just has to defend this, uses the flip, able to get out of that one with the secondary as 3Z bounced around, unfortunately saved by that unstable anomaly. The top shot, not quite good. The strike shot making quick work of that save. We do see the cyber swipe not going far enough yet. Lily Bunn trying to get some control, looking to strike it through, not quite finding the right angle here. And this is scary for Bunn Bunn. You have that open net, but now both sides have it open. Bunn Bunn has all the pressure, but maybe not as many cooldowns here. The flip comes out, able to get that through. 3Z, though, with the crooked leverage, finds the top corner. Cosmic Calamities on top once again.
Yeah, feeling a little crooked there, just scooping it right out, sending it straight in, and that's going to be Cardbox with the MVP. Really just can pick any of these. I'm looking at Perfect Form, I'm looking at Deadeye, 1-2 Punch, Catalyst, whatever you want and more. Kind of a shame, honestly, that there are all these good awakenings, because you can't have them all, but that's going to be Perfect Form. Going straight to Cardbox. A little bit of size for Liari. Going to be nice. I'm curious to see who picks up this 1-2 Punch, because yeah, I was going to say 3Z probably really wants it. Really great on Kazan, but Lily Bunn taking it. And some Among Titans for Scyther 12 on the rune. Going small mode for his forwards. And after watching that last point, I really think overtime is going to be such a great place for Bunn Bunn, because these power chords hit so hard, make the chord go so fast, and now with 1-2 Punch in overtime, I think it's going to be pretty devastating, especially for a character like Finny to deal with. Doesn't have a whole lot of, like, you're going to have to react really quickly. That being said, the Finny will be putting it in with a stray card, and sometimes that's how it goes.
That's right. Obviously, Cosmic Calamities not wanting to go to overtime in any of these, which is the flip side of the coin in this situation, where they just want to score as quick as possible and not have to deal with any potential Bunn Bunn scaling that could come in the future. And, you know, although Cardbox got taken to the candy shop and said they could pick one thing off the shelves, there's so many options, and so many of them now are on the side of Bunn Bunn.
Yeah, you know, all these Great Awakenings, and now Bunn Bunn obviously gets an opportunity to take some good draft for both teams. Really nice. And here Bunn Bunn on the breakaway almost gets it with the hook. Well, not quite there, because Cardbox burning the flip. Be really nice. But this expanse in the middle is getting a little scary for Com. And here we just see the unrelenting offense, the defense, the Finny factor. It's so much harder to defend. Oh, but that's a little scary. Going to be areas down for Bunn Bunn here. Little Scyther is just going to have to do his best to hold on here, but it's looking scary.
Oh, it sure is. And look at that, the strike not finding its mark. Unfortunately, Scyther is just a little action figure forced to watch the core fly by between him and that unstable anomaly. And this is so hard if you're Bunn Bunn, right? It's the defense, like you mentioned, you know, we don't necessarily have these melee goalies that are able to just stop a direct hit, and 3Z Breezy is just sitting there fishing, having the time of his life. Doesn't have the little hat to make it work, but able to just sit there and just deal unrelenting amounts of pressure to the Bunn Bunn defense. There we see once again the second barrier falling, and Scyther now, those unstable anomalies can't even fully form because of the pressure from Cosmic Calamities. Natty passing it up, looking for something. Lily Bunn just trying to win these strike wars, trying to get the core pass, but the core is just drifting around the pitch and no one's doing anything about it.
Yeah, really. Just hard to get anything done on this map. Big triangles in the middle. Not super conducive to get anything done, but Com's barriers are now down. 3Z has a flip, though. That'd be really scary. Has no flip. A lot of damage instead, actually. So now the tables have turned, and this is looking pretty nice for Bunn Bunn here.
Ooh. A nice goal line save there from Scyther 12. Keep things alive. Liari reading the down clear. Unfortunately, not quite there. The pass up to Lily Bunn. Back to Liari. The flip off the teleport. Lily Bunn puts Bunn Bunn on the board this set. but still needs 2 goals to take this one and have a little slight level disadvantage compared to Cosmic Calamities, although not too important. Scyther 12 will be building up that energy meter, though, as well as Natty, both the goalies. Gonna have that soon.
Definitely. Gonna be hard to get through that. Both barriers down for Bunn Bunn. That's really tough. You know, like you said earlier, Threezy's just sitting here fishing. He's basically got 2 midfielders just feeding him the ball. He's got all the chances in the world. But in spite of that, Bunn Bunn still just holding strong. Scyther has to flip now. It's going to be hard to burn that off of him as Natty uses his, and now the energy economy is looking really in favor of Bunn. They've got the ball on the enemy side. They have the opportunity to get something done. They just have to get in there.
They sure do, and here's an opportunity. A nice save by Natty again. Just so close, waiting till that absolute last second to get it, and not able to combine with Lilybun to secure that stun onto Natty. It's just too quick. It's so difficult to get away from. There's the banish. We'll get on 2 people, the core and Threezy now, as Liari finally able to secure that second barrier. But Threezy, oh, a perfect flip from Scyther. Manages to save that one. The core's moving quickly in overtime. Yoshi, this is a spot where you do not want to be if you're a Cosmic Calamity, but both sides have the opportunity to score, and Liari takes advantage of it, using that overtime and that stun to get the core right through.
Yep. And very well played. And once again, Bunn Bunn is tied up this set. You know, like I think a lot of people would expect just especially after that last game, a pretty quick sweep. But they're holding on there still. This is the underbuff. Here it is. People, send your points now. It's time to save Bunn Bunn. Because they're playing out of their minds right now. They are looking phenomenal, getting all of these like perfect opportunities and capitalizing on them beautifully. Like right there, if it wasn't for the flip, that would have been a barrier. But now they have a power play. Like this is it. This is looking like they're set to win. They're so close right here.
That's right. The score line for this team does not necessarily reflect how good they are. I mean, look at this. This is not an easy feat to do against a team like Cosmic Calamities, who have such a good score, trying to secure that second seed for these playoffs. Barely escaping from that one, but the barrier will go down. Scyther 12 now has to defend this as both the nets are open. One bounce off the speaker could spell disaster for either of these 2 teams. The cyber swipe almost finding its mark, but Lilybun able to get that clear, and somehow, some way, the core makes it past the Lilybun ult. And Cosmic Calamities takes yet another set, bringing them up 2-0, 1 set away from taking this whole series.
Yeah, what a wild strike coming out from Threezy, just barely shutting down the Supernova, which you just wouldn't expect at all, but there it was. Looking frame perfect, and now Natty gets the glass cannon, and that's Mom Boot's glass cannon. That is so much speed and a ton of extra power. You know, people like nobody's showing up saying like, I've got to go hit the Finny. And that's not happening very often. It might have to at this point because these cards are about to start hitting hard. These Monu ults are about to start blowing people up. That being said, Scyther 12 with the big fish. Get a little bit of size. We're so back. Action figure no longer. Full size once again. Sharing the wealth with the 15% extra size to both teammates. And Liari getting extra size. This Rasmus is massive. Lilybun also getting prime time. This was a phenomenal Bunn Bunn draft. Oh my god.
Yeah, is this enough to turn the tides? I mean, we'll have to see. Lilybun here staggered a lot, being tossed almost to score the goal, thrown in the correct direction. Scyther 12 back with that strike shot. Threezy reads it well as Lilybun now coming back to help out in the fray. Threezy just trying to strike it past all 3 players on Bunn Bunn Bonanza, and will be sticking it in this corner. Just not a comfortable place to be. Liari just trying to have any resemblance of core control for this side. We see the 2v1 and able to find the pass down from Lilybun into that bottom corner. An excellent offensive play from Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
Yeah, their passes there were wonderful. And just, they were able to set up a good offense and get it done. And I think my eyes deceived me, but that looked like a little bit of a MOBA moment from Threezy Breezy. Haven't been many of those this season, but always a pleasure And here, oh, this is looking like a second barrier. It's looking like a ton of damage and a flip. That second barrier, unlimited damage, but no KOs quite yet onto Calm. Still though, Bunn Bunn is surging. Just get barriers down. This is where they thrive.
Yeah, this core is moving around. I'm seeing more unique angles than I've seen in a minute. Both these teams opting to use these speakers to their full capacity. As Liari sitting here looking for the pass up. Willy Bunn in the right spot, and oh, there's another one of those angles. Cardbox credited with this one. Able to find that top corner. That unstable anomaly just not enough, as Cosmic Calamities are scoring some absolutely disgusting goals.
Yeah, really just threaded the needle right between the top goalpost and that pillar there on the cyber swipe. But here, Cosmic Calamities firing back, hearing about the underbun buff, saying we're not dealing with that. They're trying to close it out quickly, and really both barriers down. Looks like they're doing a great job, but a great pillar there is going to help secure that second barrier. That offense coming out from Scyther 12, always really nice, but now 3Z looking large. A little in charge, going to be tough getting through that, but I'm still a Bunn Bunn believer here. I think that this is their set to win.
Oh, me too. I feel it in the air. The tides are turning. As you just have to get this core to Liari, Natty, and Cardbox using that speed so effectively from that peak performance. Here's the flip coming out. A nice save from Willy Bunn. Denies any chance of that happening, and Natty has to be careful where he plays right now. The core can move very quick as we approach overtime. And there's so much pressure. A nice strike shot from Scyther keeps it alive, and an even better evade as the glitch pop finds its mark. Cardbox again just sniping off this pressure created by 3Z Breezy, able to find the clears, and they're 1 point away from securing the second seed in the playoffs. Bunn Bunn Bonanza has some work to do, but they're not out just yet.
Yeah, this is the absolute last chance they have. It's win these next few points or that's it. And again, I'm locked in. I'm ready to see them get it done. Liari with the flip gets one. There's the second. Now looking to get it in right here. Huge damage coming out from Lily, but KO onto Natty. That's their goalie gone. Bunn Bunn has to do it right here, right now.
Oh, and 3Z's just stuck in the net. Able to get the core is Liari. And they're 1 point away from tying this up, at least in terms of this set. I mean, Bunn Bunn Bonanza, this could be the start of a comeback. They just need to not get kickoff gold here. You need to make sure this pressure doesn't come through. We've seen 3Z and Cardbox fly forwards. Natty helping out as well, and there's a barrier. Potential misplay from Cosmic Calamity as that unstable anomaly is dropped. Scyther looking to keep things alive in the net. 3Z takes one of his own. Trying to get this through that Monu. Oh, not finding its mark, and 3Z finally gets the second barrier. Cardbox has the flip, trying to bring it up here. 3Z takes a little bit of damage, and here's the banish coming out though. This is still not safe, as Scyther burns all of these awakenings. The Cardbox and 3Z pass not finding its mark, as Liari is looking for something. These clears become scarier and scary by the minute as we see that sentry coming out. Cardbox looking for something. 3Z with the dash. The teleport is scary, but Lily Bunn has the flip. Chooses not to use it just yet, as we see that glitch pop coming through. There's so many abilities as all players are past this midfield line for Cosmic Calamities. As Natty keeps that core flip, which is going to be so monumental potentially for this goal, as 3Z is just building up energy, and getting knocked away from Lily Bunn is insane, and a great save for Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
Yeah, Lily Bunn with the flip goes for the barrier, almost gets it. Very, very close. Natty there to save it. And now Natty and Cardbox both have flip. All of Cosmic Calamity has core flip. All three. 3Z looking a little low. That second barrier down, though. Flip burned from Natty. But 3Z Breezy with the core flip is going to shoot it in the top quarter and take it away. Cosmic Calamity is securing their second place in the playoffs. And with a very clean 6-0. Wonderfully done from Calm. That is what I would expect out of the second seed team here.
That's right. A very hard fought match, nevertheless, for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. Well, unfortunately, are not able to claim victory in this match, but definitely put up a fight, especially against the number 2 team in this tournament right now. I mean, amazing performance. This is what we expect to come from Bunn Bunn. They always are just so close to just nailing it down. But you gotta love this team. So a huge thanks to them for playing in NASL. Such a fun team to watch, and I think maybe one of the most dynamic teams of the seasons in terms of positioning with their players, right? We've seen almost everyone play every single role, which is something we don't often see from teams in NASL.
Yeah, absolutely. I say it, I think every week I watch a Bunn Bunn game, but I love this team, and it really does suck to see them go 0-9, but this team, especially with the role swap, it just always impresses me. You know, I show up and I'm like, okay, you know, what's gonna happen with Bunn Bunn this week? And it always brings a smile to my face. I'm sad to see their season end here, but I'm looking forward to some more Bunn Bunn Bonanza, more Bunn Bunn action in the future.
Oh, me too. Definitely throw some hearts in chat for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. They fought so hard this season. Did a great job. And, you know, speaking of teams that are coming up, we're going to have to see EKC, which is going to be another interesting team. They're looking for a win to secure the winner's side. And, of course, they are going to be playing against Bang Bang, which Yoshi has some bias towards, of course.
No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. Anyway, it's going to be a Bang Bang sweep. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.